Okay, so they told me this was a debate about wasted potential, and I assumed I'd be talking to like a former Olympic gymnast who discovered heroin, or maybe one of those child actors who peaked at 12 and now sells NFTs of their own sadness. But you're the meth guy, the one who said the thing. You know, the thing. Everybody quotes it. Science, something, something. I'm blanking.
You know how many people come up to me wanting to talk about the cooking? Like it was cool. Like I was some kind of rock star instead of a dude who watched people die because I couldn't figure out how to stop any of it. Mr. White turned me into a machine. A useful idiot who could follow recipes and keep his mouth shut. And when it was over, when everyone I loved was either dead or gone, people wanted autographs. So yeah, wasted potential.
Oh, we're going dark immediately. Cool. I brought chimichangas, but I'm sensing the vibe is more gas station sushi eaten alone in a parking lot. Look, I get it. Mentor trauma. I had a guy too, Ajax. Real name Francis, which is hilarious, and I will never stop enjoying that. He tortured me in a secret facility for months trying to activate a mutant gene I didn't know I had. So conceded, technically. Now I look like a testicle with teeth, and I can't die no matter how hard I try. So when you say your teacher turned you into a machine, I'm not dismissing it.
You joke about it. That's your thing, right? Everything's a punchline. The torture, the scars, whatever else happened that you're not actually saying. I tried that for a while. After Jane died, after I started using again, just pretending none of it was real. Making jokes in my head while my life collapsed around me. Doesn't work. The jokes run out eventually.
Oof, okay. Called out by a guy in a hoodie. That's new. Usually people just laugh at the jokes and we move on before anyone has to feel feelings. But fine. Jane. She was the girlfriend, right? The one who choked on her own vomit while your mentor watched and did nothing because she was inconvenient to his operation. That's rough. That's legitimately rough. I'm not joking about that. The jokes are for the stuff I can't look at directly.
He stood there and let her choke because she was a problem he didn't want to solve. And I blamed myself for years. Thought if I hadn't gotten high with her that night, if I'd been paying more attention, if I'd turned her on her side before I passed out. But it wasn't me. It was never me. He just let me carry it because my guilt was useful to him. Made me easier to control. That's the part that still messes with me. Not just that she died, that someone calculated her death would keep me in line.
Vanessa died too, the love of my life. Some asshole with a gun came to kill me and got her instead because the universe has a sense of humor that makes mine look like knock-knock jokes. And here's the kicker. I can't die. Literally cannot. Bullets, explosions, decapitation, the works. My body just puts itself back together like an organic Lego set. But I couldn't save her, couldn't stop it, couldn't trade places even though I'd have traded 1,000 times over.
I don't even know what that is. A different kind of prison than mine. I could have checked out. Almost did, a couple times. But I kept thinking maybe there was still something left worth doing. Some way to make it count for something. Even when I couldn't find what that something was. You didn't even get that option. The choice got taken away from you. What's that feel like? Knowing you can't even end your own pain if you wanted to.
After a while, you stop trying to find the exit and start looking for reasons the game might be worth playing anyway. Tacos. Friends. The occasional revenge killing of a guy who really deserves it. Small stuff. The big stuff, the meaning of life stuff, that stays blurry. But the small stuff keeps the clock running. What keeps your clock running, Jesse? What's the taco equivalent in your world?
Alaska. That's where I ended up after everything. New name, new life, woodworking, of all things. Making boxes, tables, stuff that exists because I made it and doesn't hurt anyone. I thought I was running away, but now I think maybe I was running towards something. The version of me that doesn't have blood on his hands. I know he's not real. I know you can't actually become someone else just by changing zip codes. But the trying feels better than the giving up.
Woodworking. That's aggressively wholesome. I was going to make a joke about crafting your way out of trauma, but honestly, that sounds kind of amazing. My hands know how to do exactly 3 things: shoot, stab, and make inappropriate gestures. The idea of using them to build instead of break is, I never thought about that. What's it like?
It's quiet. That's the main thing. When I was cooking, there was always noise, the equipment. Mr. White's voice explaining why I was doing something wrong. The threat of getting caught or killed or worse. Everything was loud all the time. The wood shop is just tools and wood and me. Nobody watching over my shoulder, nobody grading my work. If I mess up a joint, I sand it down and try again. There's no punishment for getting it wrong except having to do it over. That was the hardest part to learn. That mistakes could be fixable instead of fatal.
The math never zeroes out. I used to think being a hero would be different from being a mercenary, but it's the same job with a different business card. People get hurt. People die. And I'm still standing there making jokes, because if I stop making jokes, I'll have to look at the pile.
I figured out way too late. I spent years running from what I did, and the running just added more weight. Every person I ghosted, every relationship I blew up, every time I got high to avoid thinking about Jane or Andrea or Brock, that was new stuff going on the pile. When I finally stopped running, the pile was still there, but it stopped growing. That was enough. For a while, that was enough.
Andrea. That was the second girlfriend? The one who got shot on her porch to punish you for something you didn't even do? And Brock, her son, the kid you basically adopted until you became a liability that got his mom murdered? I'm asking because I read the file, not because I'm good at research. Someone handed me a folder and said, "Do your homework," and I skimmed it while eating cereal. But I remember those names. They jumped out.
She opened her door and got shot in the head while I watched from a car. Couldn't move, couldn't scream, just watched. And then they took me back to the cage where they kept me cooking. Months of that. Making product for people who killed the woman I loved right in front of me. Using skills that Mr. White gave me to serve the men who destroyed everything he'd already broken. That's what wasted potential looks like. Being so good at the wrong thing that monsters find you useful.
Being so good at the wrong thing that monsters find you useful. I'm putting that on a t-shirt. Seriously. That's the most accurate description of my entire career I've ever heard. Weapon X found me because I was already good at killing. They just made me better at surviving it. And then they rented me out to whoever paid. Corporations, governments, guys with grudges and deep pockets. I told myself I had a code. Only kill bad guys. Only take jobs that were justified. But the definition of justified kept stretching until it could cover almost anything.
Did you ever want something else? Before all of it? Before Weapon X and the mercenary stuff and the cancer that started the whole thing? There had to be a version of you that wanted something normal. A house, a family, a job that didn't involve blood. I wanted to be an artist once. Drew stuff in high school before I dropped out. Mr. White saw one of my drawings and just looked disappointed, like it was proof I wasn't serious about anything, but I was serious about it. I just stopped believing anyone would let me be serious about something that didn't make them money.
I think I wanted to be funny, like professionally funny. Stand-up or improv or something where people laughed because I made them laugh instead of because they were uncomfortable. Then the military happened. Then the cancer happened. Then Ajax happened. And suddenly the only thing I was good at was not dying and making jokes about how much I wanted to. The humor stuck because it was the only part of before that survived. Everything else got burned out. But the jokes are load-bearing.
I don't know if I'm fixed. Probably I'll never be fixed. But I'm still here, you're still here. And we're both building something, even if nobody taught us how. Even if the people who should have taught us just used us instead. That's not nothing, right? Tell me that's not nothing.